think I'm in the right version. I think we have everything now. Oh yeah, we do. Look at this. I can pick my own music now for the intro? Oh my god. You know, I'm just gonna pick a good old classic. I have to do it, right? Oh, that's sick. Anyways, welcome back, guys, to our, I guess, like, quarterly check-in via Mario Kart 8 and its booster course pass. And honestly, I haven't kept up too much with this. I feel like I'm disrespecting Mario Kart 8 a little bit, especially because this game came out. If we go like way back, like original release, I'm not talking Deluxe. Like original release was May 29th, 2014. Jesus Christ, this game is almost 10 years old. But I mean, I remember being so excited for when this game was coming out. I remember being bought Mario Kart 7 as a gift, my birthday being on May 12th. So it didn't quite line up, so I was gifted it a little bit in advance of Mario Kart 8 to play that, because I had never played that either. And I didn't have it for my 3DS up until that point, which is weird, because I really like Mario Kart Wii. It's my favorite Mario Kart game, and just a game I really enjoy. So there's so much stuff here that we have music as an option now, which is long overdue, but it's great that this is kind of like the send-off for this game, seemingly, until they announce a Volume 2 at some point. It's great to see options like this, and on top of that, if we go, I think... I'm kind of rushing into it a little bit here. I don't know the tracks yet. We're just going to do 150 like we normally do. Well, first of all, there are some characters here. There's 4. Fooled ya, Diddy Kong. Finally. I remember when the first expansion for the game, I forget what it was actually called. Was it just expansion pack? Expansion? I think it was just expansion 1 or something. People wanted Diddy Kong then, and now Diddy Kong's in the game. Finally. That's all I can really say. On top of that, I never expected them to add Funky Kong. My boy, Pauline, that one's kind of unexpected, but also, well, not really. It makes sense, but I was kind of on the fence myself about this. The one that was very unexpected was Peachette. You had to throw in at least one reskin of a character at some point, right? I mean, technically it's Toadette, if you want to be technical about it. We have new Mii outfits. I have a lot of cursed Miis. Don't pay attention to that. But yeah, so, I mean, we have these. I know that. I know there's an amiibo. One, I think Daisy was added as an amiibo. But then there's also just new general ones, too. Look at this question mark block. Maybe a castle. Toadette. Dry Bowser, too. Look at that. Chain Chomp. Oh my god, there's so many of these things. Dolphin. Cheep Cheep. Pokey Suit. Blooper Suit. It just keeps going. Bitty Buddy Suit. Koopa Clown Car Suit. That one's actually pretty sick. I like that. It keeps going. Ice Cream. Birdo. Wiggler Suit. PD Piranha. Okay, oh, that's the end. That is the end. Holy crap. Goomba Suit and Moo Moo Suit. That's insane. I knew they added some suits, but I didn't know they added that many. Look at how many of these suits there are. Okay, geez. Nintendo, the masters of the under promise, over deliver. Anyways, I'm gonna start with my old pal Diddy. I have to do it, at least for now. There's 4 characters, there's only 2 cups. I'm not gonna be able to play everybody today, but that's okay. Let's see what the bike situation is gonna be about, or I guess the cart. What am I gonna do? I feel like I'm playing Mario Kart Wii. I'm saying bikes and everything. I'm going for a cart. God, I'm out of it today. Kind of feel like a standard like B-dasher setup today. I don't know why. It's not optimal in the slightest, but you know, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, so the last cups are the what? The Acorn Cup and the Blue Shell? Acorn Cup. I don't actually know the courses offhand. Rome from Tour, okay. DK Mountain, I was not aware of that one. Oh boy, I'm kind of excited for that one. DK Mountain's a good old classic. I'm happy about that. Daisy Circuit, knew about that one. That was the only one they initially revealed. Piranha Plant Cove. Now, I don't know if that's tour specific or completely brand new. I hope it's a brand new track, because they always seem to be the best. We got Madrid Drive, okay. Rosalina's Ice World. And again, I gave you that filler on Mario Kart 7. I've only played a little bit of it, so I don't know it that well. I played some of it, but I don't really remember that course too well. I remember it, but not that well, so that's not going to go well for me. But I hope it looks pretty good, because it looked very good in Mario Kart 7 as well. Bowser Castle 3 from SNES. Ooh. Not sure what to expect from that one. It looks like it's very different. And Wii Rainbow Road. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just go and get the rest of the Rainbow Roads they haven't done yet and put it into the Blue Shell Cup, because it seemed too easy to do. But we're going to start with the Acorn Cup and go through that, and hopefully things go well. I'm definitely a little rusty, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, that doesn't look super great building-wise, but anyway. I always gotta mention the visual fidelity. At this point, I've been like, I should shut up about it, but I can't help myself. I can't not do it. Alright, like with all tour tracks, there's arrows everywhere and I never know where to go. I know the arrows are supposed to tell me where to go, but... Ooh. That was risky not knowing this track, by the way. I should not have done that. Ooh, shortcut over there. I saw you. Well, I'll say, like any sort of tour track and anything like that, it looks like what you expect. Mind you, I kind of like the nighttime vibe of this one. How many tour tracks are at night? I feel like not many. Ooh, that was a mistake on my part. I will say, I do like the dedication that all of the tour tracks have had since they've started, where it's basically been a sort of situation where all the tracks are essentially this, let's mix all of the different paths from the tracks together into one track and like have it change as you go through it. Which at least gives them a little bit of interesting stuff in terms of gameplay. I like that a lot. They could have had it be like a one-lap thing, like a normal track. They didn't do all the different paths and everything. But they did, and I give them a lot of credit for doing that, because it makes them very interesting at this, like, because they're not really visually that interesting. And if they had the plan from the start to make all the tracks this sort of thing where they knew they were doing all these tour tracks, which I'm pretty sure they knew in advance when they did the first wave, then, you know, they had to do something to keep them interesting, and I think that was the best way to probably do that. Either way, that track, generally fine. It's not, like, super long. And for, like, a lot of tour tracks where I actually get confused on where to go, for the most part, I was fine on that one. That one, actually, I felt like I knew mostly where I was going based on the arrows. I felt like that was a little bit more straightforward to tell, and maybe it's just that I've learned over time that I just really need to trust the arrows on these courses. That's probably the case, but yeah, that one seemed a lot more easily readable than ones in the past. The music, I've already immediately forgotten, so I hope it was good. I wasn't even paying attention to it in the slightest. Usually I try to pay attention to that. That one did not stick out to me in the slightest, not at all. Like, none of it registered. I don't even remember what it sounded like. I'm gonna have to watch the video back just to remember what it was like at all. So, again, I'm not saying it's bad, but didn't really stick with me at all either. Either way, still overall a good track and a good start to the cup already. So let's continue. No, I'm only thinking about it now, but this is going to be our last wave that we check out, at least as far as we know. Until, again, Nintendo's like, wow, Volume Pack, or Booster Course Pack 2! Again, I don't think they're going to do that, but, you know, if they do, hey, I'm going to check them out too. So, I didn't know this track was actually in Tour, I'm assuming, then. Unless it wasn't, but it looks very much like it was. Huh. Again, this is somebody that doesn't keep up with Tour at all, so... Ooh. I just realized the locations for the boulders are going to be in different spots that I'm used to. Ooh, that is a tight turn. Oh, they blocked off the shortcut! Jesus Christ, I really can't get around these turns effectively. Honestly, I'm feeling the nostalgia of this more so than most tracks that we played through the wave so far. And I mean that overall, I don't mean just this wave. Again, I think just the Mario Kart Wii sort of thing. It's actually interesting. Somebody, I don't know specifically who it was, but I remember seeing a post not too long ago that somebody had put on Twitter that was basically this, by the way, look at the, oh wow, that really annihilated me there. It was basically all the waves, for the most part, the majority of Mario Kart Wii tracks are in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe at this point. Which makes sense, considering it's like one of the most sold Mario Kart, if not the most sold Mario Kart game. I guess Mario Kart 8 is probably more so now, but again, I'd like to keep the victories up, but I am not making any promises. This one's definitely very tough. The corners are extremely tight. They've got another super horn in case I need it. Never mind. Alright, here we go. Come on. We're getting the victory. Alright, thank God. That was hectic, but somehow we maintained the lead right with the blue shell right at the end. It was great to see that track, though. The music was what you expect. It was top-notch, like what you'd want it to be. Visually, looks okay. It's not the best-looking track in the game, but it's definitely not bad or anything like that. You know, having Diddy Kong and Funky Kong in here, and then also having DK Mountain, thematically it works very, very well. I kind of understand they might have saved the characters for that situation to line up, because it works really well that way. I found that pretty much all tracks that have half pipes in them, I just don't take them. They just don't seem to be something to really involve myself with, so I don't. But it's great to see this track here. I'm happy it's an option, and yeah, just really good. I enjoyed that. Alright, Daisy Circuit. This is really the only one I knew mostly about beforehand. I knew lightly about a few other tracks. I knew about Wii Rainbow Road and everything, but this is the one that, you know, was the initial reveal of this wave. You know, I can't really say I'm, like, the biggest fan of this track from Wii. It was definitely one of my, like, lower tier ones. Again, not saying it's bad or anything, it's just not one that really clicked with me so much that I'm like, oh yeah, Daisy Circuit, fuck yeah. Okay, that shortcut's still there, by the way. At least with tracks that I know where the shortcuts and stuff are, unless they added new ones. I missed that shell, and I'm disappointed by that. Alright, we gotta obviously do the pimp strats of going on the barrier. You gotta do it. If you don't do it, then what's wrong with you? It's a very bright track. I don't remember it being this bright. I remember having the orange tinge to the track on Wii, but it was definitely not this bright out. It's a very bright sunset. You know, I'm going to take back my statement that I said earlier about this being a low-tier track. It is kind of fun. Maybe it's just because I haven't played it in a very long time, but I'm enjoying myself. Oh, hell yeah. Did I just save that right at the end? I did. Clutched it out and everything. Hell yeah. That was very intense at the end. I was like, oh, hopefully I'm going to get that victory. That green shell was super important. I actually had a really good time on that one. My God. That was just very close and hectic. I definitely was not taking the optimal routes on that, or everybody else was just getting a lot of like good items to catch up to me, but I did not really get much of a lead on that one. The first, on Madrid, we got a pretty good lead, but, or sorry, Madrid, that was Rome. I'm so dumb. On Rome, I had a good lead, but here, not really. But again, I mean, I feel like I'm just going to repeat the same thing that I said with DK Mountain. I mean, it's what you want it to be. It's good. I think, again, with that, like, visual fidelity, it's fine. I don't really think this wave has improved. Honestly, in some aspects, I think it's not as good as last wave with its visuals. But again, it's not bad. I don't think it's the worst of the worst, but there are some things that I see in this one that I'm like, I feel like it's not as good. I feel like I can't, like, dunk on Nintendo so much, because they've had, like, so many characters and extra things around that, and adding, like, music and stuff. It's just nice to have these tracks and all these other, like, extra things that you didn't even know you're going to get, so yeah, either way, I was kind of just talking in general. The track's great. Better than I was expecting. Gameplay-wise, was really feeling that one. Really enjoyed that one. Ah, Piranha Plant Cove. Okay, this one I absolutely know nothing about. I don't know if this is a tour track. I don't know if this is straight up for Mario Kart 8. It looks very good, though. Like, it looks nicer. You know what I mean? There's obviously, like, some Tour-esque stuff here. And obviously I'll immediately eat my words if this is something from Tour. Because if it is something directly from Tour, then yeah, okay, sure. Never mind then. Ignore everything I'm saying, but this track looks amazing. Holy crap. I'm not doing great so far. You know, it's kind of making me feel like I'm playing, like, Crash Team Racing or something. Am I wrong in saying that? It's a very unexpected design for a Mario Kart course. Like, it works. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not what I would expect in the slightest. I think this is different. This seems different already. Oh, yeah. I feel like that's going to be something that in, like, the next Mario Kart, Nintendo is going to make sure to continue on doing, is having, like, the tracks that change consistently. Why did I put the banana out? That was such a mistake. I should have kept that for a potential red shell. Ah, I hit somebody with that. I was like, should I drop that? Probably not, but I'm going to do it anyway, because I feel like I should. Please, what is that fish up there? Do you see that? Lip man. He has no eyes, just lip. Oh, the finish line's right there. Oh, God. Man, that track... I feel like all but the first track I was, like, getting destroyed for the most part. But somehow I've still come up on top each track. Oh my God. Yeah, that one was cool. I mean, visually, again, we're going back to the visual argument. I mean, that's what all these waves started on. Since we've done all these waves, that's the main thing that I've been mentioning. Hopefully, the quality was going to get better. Again, it has. It very much has. But this track just looks so much better than the other tracks in this cup. Again, not that the other tracks were bad overall, it's fine, but this one just, like, thematically and design-wise, this just feels packed. It feels large. It feels like there's so much stuff going on. I feel like with the tour tracks, like, yes, there's a city there, but I feel like if I just went, like, a little further, the world would, like, end. You know what I mean? This one, I feel like there's, like, a whole world beyond this that I can't see. Musically was also really good. Again, none of them really, like, stood out to me in a way that I'm like, oh, I gotta listen to that again. I can now, though, thanks to adding the music section, so I guess if I want to do that, I can do that. Maybe I will do that. But anyway, the track was really good, and let's see the generic cup model. Ah, look at it. We've had so many green ones now. I feel like that's not even the right color for the acorn, but sure, yeah, whatever. Great cup. Alright, so this is what I meant. I can go here now, and I can go to the music section, and I can say, hey, let me find the Rome track, and I can listen to this. Let's do that. I can, like, re-preview them now. So if I happen to not really notice the music that much, let's listen to this again. Let's see what it's like. Uh-huh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it works, but again, it kind of fit in the background. Nothing really stood out to me too much with this one. It's okay. It's not bad. You know, at the very least, I don't want any music tracks to be distracting, right? And luckily, it's not. What about Piranha Plant Cove? What's this one like? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I did kind of notice this at the start, yeah. Yeah, that's alright. That's pretty cool. Again, I'm not going to say it's like the most standout track in the game or anything, but it's alright. Alright, I gotta do it now. I gotta play as my boy, Funky Kong. I have to do it, and I gotta have him on a bike, right? I have to have him, like, it's gonna suck for me, because bikes are not nearly as optimal, and I'm really bad at inside drifting bikes in Mario Kart 8, but I gotta do it. Alright, I'm going pretty basic with his vehicle here. I feel like that's what I gotta do, and I'm ready for the Blue Shell Cup. That sounds so intimidating, too, by the way. Just saying the Blue Shell Cup. Like, no, everybody knows the #1 thing in Mario Kart is that blue shells are awful. So this isn't going to go well. Guarantee you. You know, in theory, this is the only track that I don't know. Mind you, I'm not going to remember Rosalina's Ice World well. And SNES Bowser Castle 3. That one I'm not going to remember well either. Assuming they didn't majorly change it, which it looks like they have. Alright, I was impressed with the first track. Hopefully this one's good too. This feels so much like I'm playing a Mario Kart 8, like, mod. Oh, those voice lines. Oh my god. What a man. What the wow. So many emotions at the same time, can I just say? It's nice to hear these voice lines, but what was a Wiggler doing there? you know what? The music on this one's actually kind of sticking with me a little bit. I don't know why. Oh, what? The music's much better in this one. Oh, no! I got rid of it. Not the way I wanted to, but you know what? That works too, I guess. This track feels so hectic. I don't know why. Like, other ones felt hectic. This feels like at any second I'm gonna keel over and die. Oh, no! I had to say it, didn't I? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, the last second red shell. Holy crap. Oh my god, look at my lead on this track. Do you see this? Funky Kong is the new meta once again. That's probably a lie, but I wanna believe it. Oh, there's a soccer game? That's actually pretty sick. Whoa. This track is something else. Oh, and it's over already. Yeah, wow. Okay, that one was actually awesome. I like that one a lot. I don't know if I'd put it on my favorite tour tracks, but just playing that with a bike, it felt so different. The energy felt, I don't know, just way more chaotic, but I liked it a lot. That was really good. The music stuck with me, the vibe worked really well. It felt like it was changing time and time again. It felt like every single, like, drift I was doing, every turn that I was making, every trick that I was doing, I was, like, barely able to achieve it. All right, Madrid. You know what? Good start to the Blue Shell Cup, gotta say. I was kind of expecting it not to be. But I hope everything else lives up to that one, because that one was nice. Real good. Whoa. Alright, that immediate, like, transition into here. Yeah, that looked pretty cool. It's nice to see the observatory. It's so cool to have, like, a Mario Kart or Mario Galaxy representation thing here. That's a hole? I barely noticed that. Whoa. God, this is a weird looking track, though, can I just say. Whoa. Alright, I don't know if it's optimal to go down there. Probably not. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't remember this track at all. Okay, I kind of remember this ending section, but how did a banana even get there? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna catch up. Never mind, Donkey Kong passed me. Donkey Kong, you ass. I'm the cooler version of you. Oh. I even had a mushroom to technically dodge that if I really wanted to. I was talking about chaotic tracks. This one's more chaotic. I should go that other route just to see what it's like. I've noticed it over there. Right, let's see if I need a mushroom to get over here. I do. Not having a bike right now, I feel like that would feel a lot worse, but I don't know. Did the ice move? Or am I just really bad at getting on there again? I don't know. Okay, hold on, I gotta take the right corner this time. This is probably slower, but well, I don't know actually. I can't quite tell. Okay. Yeah, man, that one was insanely crazy. It's mostly because I don't remember the track really that much at all. I remember it a little bit. It's kind of coming back to me, but parts of it I'm like, I don't remember this. Other parts of it I'm like, okay, I remember this. Again, and I explained it earlier, but Mario Kart 7, I've only played a little bit. Just here and there. I didn't play like a huge amount of it. I played it for a couple weeks before Mario Kart 8 came out, and then I returned to it here and there after the fact. That's really the only times that I played it. So a lot of the tracks from that game, I only know bits and pieces of. If I'm going on visual fidelity, which seems to be... it seems to be the major focus today. I don't know why, but this track looks great as well, I have to say. I think that sort of like tour blockiness of like the ice and everything actually works really well here. But we got 2 more tracks, so that might change. But again, everything's really, really good. And again, Funky Kong's just... I still don't believe it. Part of me wanted to play as one of the Miis just to see how that went. My god. Oh. Oh, my lord. Alright, so, you know how I was saying I don't really remember this track that well, and if they happen to majorly change it, then it's not really going to matter? Yeah, no, it's not really going to matter at all, actually. Of course, Bowser's in the lead, why would he not be? Oh, what is the music? Oh, I love this so much. I feel like they just wanted an excuse to have a track be a Bowser track. I can get up there? I don't have anything, unfortunately. God damn it, Bowser. You prick. Get out of the way. Oh, you dickhead. I'm gonna be in a close battle with Bowser this whole race, aren't I? I'm okay with this. Alright, you know what? Bowser Castle is actually now #1. I know the list is changing, but holy crap, look at this course. Look at those lava walls. You really gave me a coin again? Donkey Kong, what are you doing, man? I'm your family. Got him. Whoa, this is a close one. Oh, the ending's right there. Holy crap. Okay, I did it. Whoa, man. These are some very intense tracks, man. But this is so good. I'm still in awe. I'm like looking around the screen. I'm looking at the lava up at the top there in front of Funky. Holy crap, man. This is... Okay, you know what? As much as I was like, Piranha Plant Cove looks great. Rosalina's Ice World looks great. And they do. This is like 10 times better. This is basically like, yeah, it's SNES Bowser Castle 3. Sure, yeah, whatever. But like, basically not. It is when you look at it. It is that track, but man, it's so different that you might as well call it a new track. Okay, already, this immediately goes past everything else. Madrid was really good too. I was shocked by that. But I mean, this one, out of the park. Nailed it so much better. It also just kind of fits my vibe a little bit, but you know, it's insane. But we have one more that I hope also is up to this standard because it deserves that. Oh, look at that. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, for the most part, most Rainbow Roads are like, okay, make a nice Rainbow Road. It's kind of in the name. And then make everything glow. And space. I'm not saying I don't like those things. I do. Are they in the same spot? It's a shorter path? What? Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, they brought back the meteor effect. Let's go. Whoa. That's a little funky, but I am funky, so I'm okay with this. I mean, I love Wii Rainbow Road. I'm doing pretty terrible at it right now, but I love it anyway. Again, I think I would still say Bowser Castle is better, but it's hard to say. I'm gonna have to try to do like the side tricks on here. Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's some Mario Kart Wii knowledge for you right there. That's some veteran experience. Part of me is just like, wow. I can't imagine child me having played so much Mario Kart Wii and looking at this and seeing me now. One, they see me and go, who the hell is that guy? Hopefully I don't become that, but that's a different point of discussion. But they'd look at me seeing this track and me playing this and going, oh my god, did they remaster Mario Kart Wii? No, they didn't. But that's what I would think would happen, because there's so many things that are just Mario Kart Wii-like. Let's go down here just to change things up. I almost flew off the edge, but don't worry about that. Oh no! It's fine, it worked out. Right at the end of the course. I can't fail right at the end of the course, please. We'll be fine. I almost bananaed myself unintentionally. I wanted to throw it at the sign, but... oh no. I think it still would have been fine, but man, that would have sucked right at the end. Anyways, wow. That was great. The music was good, as you would expect. It's so joyous. My inner child is extremely happy. My current present-day self is extremely happy. It's so cool that there's so many Rainbow Roads in this game. I still wish they did the Mario Kart 7 Rainbow Road, because as much as I didn't play that much of Mario Kart 7, the Mario Kart 7 Rainbow Road is still very much, like, stuck in my mind. I don't know, just the way the music is, just all the elements of it, it's, like, that's a very good track. And so it would be really good. Wait, hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ, I just remembered it's in the game. I just remembered it's in the game. Yeah, it's already in the game. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute. I feel like we played that. Yeah, it's in the game already. GameCube Rainbow Road. That was the one I was actually thinking of, and I was calling it the Mario Kart 7 one. No. GameCube Rainbow Road which is not in this, is the one that I'm thinking of. That would have been good if the GameCube Rainbow Road was in this too. There's so many other Rainbow Roads, and they're all great, but that one not being here sucks, because outside of that, I'm like, they're pretty much all here then. Again, I was forgetting that the Mario Kart 7 one was in here. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just making myself sound stupider now. And the last generic cup model, for some reason, is purple. Whoa! Whoa! What is this? Huh? Oh. Oh wow, it has an ending. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting that. There's like new credits for the game. Wow. Alright. I mean, it's well deserved. Because even though I'd say that I think the original expansions, while they did take longer, because there's really only like one expansion in like 2 years, or 2 expansions, like 1 per year, versus the Booster Course Pass where we had like 3 waves per year. So I mean, you know, that's a lot more. And so as much as there can be slamming on things and being like, oh, it doesn't quite look as good as like base game tracks, oh, it doesn't quite look as good as like, I don't know, it looks like it's ported from Tour and like mildly upscaled textures or like slightly higher resolution textures, and that's it. It's still really good. It's still great that all this content's come to the game for like a pretty affordable price point, and all the characters they added that they didn't even say they were going to do, they just ended up doing them. And like adding all the Mii costumes and adding, you know, other updates as well. I've heard in this one they've kind of changed how items work a little bit so that you can't really do like, you know, you can't bag anymore. And for those that don't know what I mean by that, you can't like stay behind in the track. This is actually a very common meta thing to do, where it's like you stay back and try to get good items at the start of the race, and then you propel yourself forward getting a bunch of these really good items and get to first instead of just trying to front run the whole time. Alright, hold on, I'm just going to vibe for a little bit. I'll come back if anything super important happens, but I'm just going to vibe for a little bit of time. Oh my god. Look at all of those characters in this game. I don't know how they're going to live up to it in the next Mario Kart installment, but my god. What a picture. I love that so much. Gonna get emotional, man. Well, that was Mario Kart 8 Wave 6 of the Booster Course Pass, and my god, can I just say, holy crap. It was nice to have that send-off and everything. In terms of the actual wave itself, just looking back at it, again, I think if I had to like rank all the tracks, and somehow I'm gonna probably forget one of them, but definitely Bowser's Castle 3 is easily the top. I think Wii after that, maybe, just because it works exactly how you'd expect it. The music's still really good, it feels great. Like, yeah, and again, I was on a bike, so that might change a little bit, but it still felt really, really good. And so I'd say those two are probably, you know, 1 and 2. After that, I'd probably say like Madrid, and then Daisy Circuit, and then maybe Piranha Plant Cove, and then after that, it's a little muddy. I feel like everything's kind of just in their own, like they just kind of fit into a category after that. I feel like, you know, Rome didn't really stick out too much to me, but I guess maybe Rome after that, just because it was a fairly easy track to read. And what else am I missing? Oh yeah, Rosalina's Ice World. Rosalina's Ice World. Yeah, well, I kind of forgot about that. Is that weird? Is that slightly weird, I guess. I was going to put it higher, but I don't know if I should now, because, you know, like, as much as it was good, it didn't, like, fully stick out to me too much. It did definitely not feel like it was that crazy to drive. I don't feel like the intensity was that high. Yes, the race was close, but I don't feel like I felt like I was just kind of sightseeing on that one a little bit, now that I'm thinking about it. It wasn't bad, but I'd say maybe, like, Bowser Castle 3, Rainbow Road, probably Madrid, and then I would say Piranha Plant Cove. Or no, actually, I'd say Madrid, Daisy Circuit, Piranha Plant Cove, then probably Rome, Rosalina's Ice World, and then DK Mountain. Because I feel so bad saying that about DK Mountain, but I'd say that's probably the ranking for me. That's everything for this video. I've had a real good time doing these wave videos. Who knows what's going to happen next after this? There's no more Booster Course Pass. That's it. That's everything. But it's great that all of these things are in here. It's weird to see that Mario Kart 8, when it came out on Wii U, had like 16 characters, and then obviously you had unlocks beyond that. But even then, still less characters. You didn't have like Villager or Link or anything like that, or even like Tanuki Mario. You didn't have anything like that. And so to see the amount of characters that's in the game as well, to see that we have all these options for music and all these Mii costumes and even more Amiibo costumes and all of these tracks, so many tracks, the most of any Mario Kart game ever. I mean, if you count Tour, then maybe not, but the most of any Mario Kart game that isn't a mobile game. But yeah, I've had so much fun with this. It's been great to check these out. Again, I do stream on Twitch very regularly. We also have the riskRED live channel if you're interested in any VODs there. We do Isaac normally. I've been playing Alan Wake 2 as of recently, as well as Subnautica. And so that's things that I've been doing, and I'm hoping to do some new stuff soon as well. So that's going to be really cool, so you can check that out there. And yeah, and hopefully some more videos up here soon. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. See you guys.